think you're going to see a theme going here. So I knew the sex talk had to happen. My daughter had been so moody, even moodier than usual. She'd been asking all these personal questions and accessing all these websites on her home computer that were raising some serious red flags. It's almost like she wanted me to find them because she knows I check behind her. Now, this was not the initial birds and bees talk. This was the talk before shit gets real. And so I had always tried to be very open and honest with my daughter, wanting to make sure that she could always come to me and ask any question, and I would be completely honest with her. Starting with from the youngest age. She was 2.5. I took her to the siblings class at our local hospital before her new baby brother was born, so she would be completely prepared for her new role as a big sister. Now, she's a very observant and smart, articulate 2.5-year-old, but she hadn't said a word during the entire class until it came time for them to show how to diaper their new baby brother or sister, and they set an anatomically correct baby boy doll in front of her. So she looks at the doll, she looks up at me, she looks back at the doll, looks at the instructor, and by what she can only assume is a handle, grabs a hold of it and says, "What is this?" And so before I had a chance to react, the instructor comes running over and says, "Oh, I am so glad you asked that because it's so important that we call all the body parts by the correct name." So she said, "It's very important that you don't use pet names like Mr. Winky or your private cookie or any of those things. Call every body part by its right name." So she explained to the class that little boys have a penis, little girls have a vagina, and that's what's the difference between boys and girls. Now, my daughter was perfectly content with that, and she apparently had been paying very close attention. Because 2 weeks after her baby brother was born, her Sunday school teacher comes running up to me after church and says, "You won't believe what Casey said in Sunday school. We were talking about how God made your hands to clap and your feet to run and your voice to sing praises. And when she asked, what else did God make? She enthusiastically raised her hand and said, my new baby brother has a penis, I have a vagina, and my mommy has a butt crack." So I didn't know whether to be appalled or proud that she had been paying so close attention. And I'm pretty sure everybody's got a butt crack. So getting back to the sex talk, we're alone in the car. You know, I've got her as a captive audience, and the talk goes something like this. "I know this is a really scary time for you. Your body has gone through all these major changes, and you've got doubts and questions and concerns, and that's only normal. I want you to know that I'm here for you. It is your body. No means no. I just want you to be able to respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, nobody else is going to respect you. Remember, hormones are going to make you crazy. Hormones and alcohol, they're just going to make you stupid. But I want you to know that if you ever do end up in a situation that you're not prepared to handle, and that's why I'm telling you all this, I just don't want you to end up in a situation that you're really not equipped for yet, you can call me. I will come get you. But for God's sakes, Mom, if I do have to come and get you, you are going to have to give me gas money because I am broke. And just because you no longer have a biological clock does not mean you don't have to practice safe sex. I've been leaving websites up on the computer about women your age. You obviously don't check anymore. There's stuff out there that will kill you. It's been 30 years since you've dated. The rules have changed. And it's been more than a year and a half since your divorce, and it's time you get back out there. So I have set up a dating profile for you, and you've got messages to return. Oh, so all of a sudden I'm realizing I'm going to have to take dating advice from my daughter. But she's absolutely right. I am terrified. Getting back out there is scary as hell. And she's right. All the rules have changed. What the hell's a Tinder? I have no idea what she's talking about. But I'm really glad that I've got her in my corner as somebody that I can talk to openly and honestly. But at the end of our conversation is another one of those moments where I'm not really sure whether or not to be appalled or proud, because she looks over at me, she says, Mom, you know, no doesn't really always mean no, as long as you establish a safe word.